All right. Let's see, Mr. Garcia here.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm seem to be kind of just having a little bit of a technical problem here because my image has been frozen. If I'm correct, right, Frank?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay, well, how
So
about this? Just go off camera and try to figure it out, and then I'm here. I can get started.
perfect. Thank you very much. Let me see because I don't know what's going on here, but I'll see you in 2 seconds.
Sounds good. All right. All right, guys, let me know if you can hear me. This is Frank Salinas here with John Garcia. We're about to get started right now. And today we're going to cover working with the affiliate program, and we're using my cat swag. We're going to continue our training series on how to set up your own GrooveKart store and get started with e-commerce. And today we're going to cover setting up your own affiliate program so that when you start promoting your store through social media and sending traffic, buying ads, etc., you'll be able to offer an affiliate program to your customers so they can promote your store and become many brand ambassadors talking about the good stuff that you offer at your store. So, without further ado, let us know where you're tuning in from. Buy us a couple of minutes here, and then we'll get started. We're going to show you from the beginning how to set up the affiliate program in our test store, our demo store, My Cat Swag, and then you'll be able to do it on yours as well. So let us know where you're tuning in from. Hello, Rick. I know we got people from all over the world tuning in, and I have this headset. Still trying to get used to it. I can hardly hear myself. Fredericksburg, Virginia, UK, New Westminster, Canada, or California. I don't know. London, Ontario, Canada. I believe that's Canada, New Westminster, right? All right. So we're going to get started here. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. We're going to dive into um, GrooveKart. So let me share my screen and give me one moment. And you should see, let me add to the stream. All right. Now you should see the GrooveKart dashboard for my cat swag. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to YouTube just to see the preview myself. Um, so I don't feel like I'm lost or keeping you guys from something. So we're going to show you from the beginning, where do we go? How do we get started when we want to edit and create that affiliate program for ourselves, for our store? So, all right, there we go. All right. So here you go. So in the dashboard, we're in My Cat Swag. So as you recall before, this is the store we've been working on, mycatswag.com, John Garcia and I. And so what we want to do is we want to create an affiliate program. Okay. So if I log in to my account, okay, and I set up a test account here earlier, and I see something that says become an affiliate, I'm going to go through that step first. Okay. And let's just act as if I purchased something on my store. So let's act like I was a customer at mycatswag.com, and I come in here and my order history would be right here, etc. And I see something that says become an affiliate. So when I click on this, if I open this in a new tab, this goes to this where it says become an affiliate. Now, we're going to shortly in a little while edit the information so that there's actually some ad copy here, some selling points as to why someone should become an affiliate. Okay. Right now, though, I'm just showing you as from a customer perspective where they would see that. In your store, they have an my account section, and they're going to see a button that says become an affiliate. So when they click that, it takes them here. So in this case, for now, I'm going to sign up and I'm going to say, yeah, you know what? I want to become an affiliate. And I'm going to say, you know what? Pay me through PayPal. And in this case, let's just act like that's my PayPal. Okay. And let's actually use a different email. Let's use Frank at Groove Digital. All right. And let's say that is the affiliate email I want to use for the affiliate program. Okay. So there's my information. I hit save. Okay. And so now I'm an affiliate for this store. Now, as you can see, we have some demo products in here from our training. As you recall, the other day I set up a basic, real quick demo of hot yoga classes and stuff like that. So of course you're not going to have these kind of products on your store. It'll be actually real products to things that people can promote on your store. Okay, so like in this case, this would be a real one here for the cats. What else? Let's see. Life is better with cats, the short sleeve. Okay, so as a user, let's just say life is better with cats hoodie. If I wanted to share that right now, this affiliate program pays 10%, and I could just basically uh, click on share, and now it's been copied. And then as a member, if I go here and paste it, you'll see now that it did a referral URL at the end. So that would be the store's way of tracking. If I make a sale, then it will track back to me that 10% commissions. And then later I could see my stats and things like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the dashboard as a admin of the store, and we're going to start setting up the affiliate program. So what do you do? Well, let's make this disappear real quick. And then what we do is we will go into orders, affiliates. Okay. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to determine what my percentages for my customers. What am I going to pay them? In other words, if I want to launch this affiliate program, how much do I want to pay my my affiliates? So take that into account. So let's just say, for instance, you apply a 35% margin on your product. So if you're paying, $10 to fulfill, and you're adding 35%, so you're selling it for 13.50 or more, right? I usually like to sometimes double, triple what I'm paying when I sell things. Now it depends, right? If I'm selling a hoodie and the hoodie costs me $19, I might not triple that, because 19 times 3 is 57, but I might sell it for 49.95 for sure. Okay, so think about that. You're getting free traffic. If you start promoting your store and you start advertising and you start making 10, 20, 30 sales a day selling different products on your store, I believe if 1 out of 10 customers becomes an affiliate and starts sending you traffic, I would I would like to think that you would want to pay them a handsome commission, because you're not generating the traffic. That traffic is being sent to you by customers of yours, and they want to promote your stuff because they love your product, right? So I would make the commission pretty good. And when you set this commission, you want to think about it in such a way: what's it going to be worth? Is it going to be worth it to my customers to promote this? Because if you're giving them 5%, right? Let me give you a real quick example. I'm going to take myself off screen real quick. The camera. So the desktop, I should say. When I was learning about affiliate programs, I never wanted to promote. I don't know if John can relate. I never got enticed to promote Amazon stuff, because Amazon paid such a small commission. I came from the world of email marketing, list building, and things like that, internet marketing, and I always liked. There he is. I always liked. So starting soon. Eh, I always liked. Can we remove the banner so people won't get
Yeah,
confused?
let me just, sorry to interrupt, guys. I was just tinkering why I just, once I appear in camera, I was frozen and I had no idea why. And I'm sorry to interrupt, Frank. Let me just remove the banners here and see why that is appearing there still. And just take a look. But keep talking, Frank. I'm going to just do that in the background. So I'm going
Okay,
to just get you back in the
there we
camera. There
go.
you go.
So I never got enticed to promote the affiliate program through Amazon, because in my world, when I first got started online, I was learning from the gurus, right? Great internet marketers and digital marketers. At the time, I was learning from people that were paying big commissions, 50%, 60, 75%. So so in our world, when it came to digital marketing, internet marketing, somebody wants to pay you 10%, you're most people are gonna be like, yeah, I don't think so. So think about that when you're setting up your program. Make it so you make money still, but you still give a handsome reward to those people that are taking the time to share your links, etc. So let's just say on average you're making 40% or more profit. Well, then you can afford to pay 20%. You know, I would say I wouldn't make it low like five. I would never go for any kind of e-commerce store. I would never go lower than 10%. I would actually encourage you to go higher simply because that'll entice more people to um, to promote your program, your affiliate program, and send traffic to your store. Imagine if you do a good job of promoting your store, you're getting customers, and 1 out of 10 people who join as a customer of yours who buy things become an affiliate, and you start actually getting 1 out of 10 people to promote your store. What could that look like in a year? What if you had 50, 100 affiliates promoting your store, sending you 50, 100 clicks each a week? Well, that doesn't sound like a lot, but let's just say 60 people sending you 50 clicks a week. Well, let's just see. I don't know, 60 times 50. That's 3,000 visitors a week. Okay. So let's just do that. This is made up numbers, but it's just making you think. That's 12,000 visitors in a month. Okay. Okay. At a conversion rate of 1.5%. Let's just be very conservative. Okay. That's 180 sales potential, right? And that's just if you really worked hard, you promoted your store, you're constantly adding new products, you're constantly working on promotions, you're constantly, making sure when you set up products that you're, uploading images that are optimized. They're not big, 10,000 pixel wide images, nothing like that. And you're keeping it fresh. You're adding new designs. You're adding new products, new product lines, and you're getting, let's just say, let's cut that by 75%. Let's just cut that by, okay, let's say instead of 12,000 visitors, let's just say you're making 3,000, you're getting 3,000 visitors a month from affiliates promoting your stuff. Well, that's still 45 sales. That's 45 sales that you won't have unless you launch an affiliate program. So I just want you to think about that. Can you afford to give away 15%, 20%? I would say take into account what you're paying to fulfill, what you're selling it for, and then do the math and say, "When can I afford 20%?" I think so because when we make this demo right now, we're going to set it to 20%, and always be thinking about that. If my affiliate program's 20, am I still making a profit? What if that profit is small? That's okay because your whole goal is to get them into your store to buy stuff so that you can do what? Upsell them, so that you can show them two or three upsells, and then so you can show them related products, so you can have order bumps, so that they become a customer who loves your stuff and then comes back and buys, where you email them in a week, hey, thanks again for your purchase, we just want to say thank you for being a customer, here's an extra 15% off if you order in the next 24 hours. Let me share something before we get into actual showing you. I'm here in Chicago visiting my kids, right? And they wanted a pizza the other day, and they said, "Dad, let's just get it from Domino's." They love Chicago pizza, but Chicago, if you've ever visited Chicago, a lot of these Chicago places, you got to wait a while for the pizza to be made, so it's like 45 minutes for a deep dish. So anyway, so they just said, "Just get it from Domino's." It's okay. So when I ordered it from Domino's, Domino's said, "Hey, since you're picking it up yourself, and we'd like to give you a tip. Here's $3 off your next order if you order in the next week." So that was a time sensitive little coupon they gave me. And I thought I would mention it to you guys because you can do that and just say, hey, this is time sensitive. Here's a discount for you to come back. Here's 20% off your order. And then tell them it's valid for the next 7 days. And you can do that through a very simple email, and on the thank you page, you can do it that way too. Here's a coupon code valid for the next 7 days. And it just got me thinking when I saw that $3 off, they gave me a tip for $3 off on my next order if I use it that week. So knowing it's Domino's, it probably will be valid only a week, but that's okay. So I just wanted to share that little promo that they use with me, and you can implement that too when it comes to your store. So with that being said, John Garcia, I'm gonna start sharing my screen again. You let
All
me know
right.
if all
Perfect. Actually, yeah, let me just go back into camera. Hey, how are you guys? Now I can actually say this right because I don't know, for some reason my computer's been acting up since I did the last update. And it's been playing tricks on me, and I just noticed that the acceleration hardware was not activated in my Chrome, and I just froze when I came in. So I'm sorry for that, guys, but let's move forward. And I know that Frank has been delivering a lot of value today, and I'm gonna just do something crazy like I always do. And I've been already taking the names of people because today we are gonna raffle something. You know what it is, Frank?
no, I don't.
We're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
we're
There you
gonna
go.
raffle one of these guys. So please put your name in the comments. So I see that we have like 350 people online right now. So put whoever wants to participate, put your name in the comments. We will verify that so you can participate at the end of the live today. We're gonna raffle one GrooveSell, which will be delivered to you within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So don't forget to follow that link, streamyard.com/Facebook, so we identify who you are, and then whoever the winner is, we are gonna be pretty much sending you an email, and you can contact us and you can get your GrooveSell on the way. And of course, we're gonna just try to put some information there as well. And as always, Frank, thank you so much for saving my behind there. As I said, it was been kind of funky days, and I've been in too many cat conventions in the past couple of days. And the day that I come back, this happened. So, but anyways, thank you so much, guys. And now let's just keep going. So let's share your screen, Frank, and let's just show them what we need to show
All
them.
right, let's go.
Perfect. So let me remove that banner over there that you have going on here on the StreamYard Facebook. There. And all right, perfect. So we're gonna just add that here. And perfect. Now I guess
All right.
everybody can see. Awesome, perfect. There you go, Frank.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, in this case, in this example, I'm gonna set my commission for my cat swag to 20%. The reason why, for me as a store owner, I'm gonna give them 20 because this traffic I didn't have to generate. So I'd rather be generous. I want to be generous with my affiliates. Okay. So in this case, what you can do is we're gonna add some ad copy and some terms and things like that here. And then here you can set the commission. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set everything. Now, we'll probably do a training later. Actually, we did cover categories before. When we actually go live, we'll have more categories here and more specific. We went over categories briefly in one training. I think before we actually go live and actually send real traffic, we'll probably have a more thorough categories built out. But with that being said, I just hit 20%. And as you can see, it is, if I click on that, you'll see that that 20% was applied to every product that we have here. Okay. So you see that now we don't have a lot because we've only done a few demos of product setup, and we do have some demo products that aren't real. And before we go live, we will delete those. Actually, I'll just actually show you right now. So I'm just going to go here. I know there's some demo stuff that is not uh, doesn't need to be in there. And then we have to clean up some product listings with ad copy and things like that. But like some of this stuff, like this stuff down here, I'm just going to show you. If you When you first launch a GrooveKart store, you're going to have some demo products by default added. So all you got to do is select them and then come in here and delete, and then it'll delete those products because you don't want to go live to have stuff in your catalog that are actually demos. Okay, so that was just a real quick thing like that. So now we have some of these products. Now, this yoga one too that I did when John was away at the cat convention, I have to delete that one. And all right, so there we go. So with that being said, let's go back in here. And so this is how simple it was. Now, why would you set some of these different than others? Well, let's just say you have a supplier who happens to discount your mugs or something for the next 90 days. Let's just say they tell you, hey, for the month of May and June, all mugs are, you know, $2 cheaper. Well, you could go in here and say, you know what? All mugs, I'm going to set to 25% commission. Why? Because I know that they're selling them for a bigger discount. So I want more people promoting mugs for me, right? And so that's how you would do it. And then, you can just go here and go like that, right? And it makes this little section disappear, etc. But when you do this, just know this is a placeholder. So this actually, if you go back in here, this will disappear. So let me just refresh and show you. That number 20 doesn't stay there, in case you're wondering. So, but if I click on this, you'll see that it did stay in the settings for that product. So I did want to point that out. When the programmers set up this improvement, this app, I did notice that, and I asked the developer, and they said, yeah, it's just for you to type it and then save. The number doesn't stay there. So in order for you to see what your commission rate is, you would just click on this, and when you click on that, you'll see it drop down. Whatever products you have set up, they'll show up there. Okay. Now, as you can see earlier, I made all mugs 25%, and of course, the Life is Better mug is at 25%. So what does that mean? Well, if Bob promotes my store and the mugs are $10, well, he'll earn 25%, which is $2.50. Okay. So with that being said, here's a very simple um, box, an editor, basically an editor field here, a WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get. And I'm just going to put some simple ad copy here. And okay.
And remember,
And
guys,
then,
and sorry, Frank, what you want to do here is actually have the terms and conditions for your affiliate program.
mhm.
Parts of that you can include in there is you cannot buy from your own link. Maybe you want to allow that. Maybe some people will not like to allow that. You can share in certain groups wherever is allowed. Uh, this will not be included in any kind of other promotions or codes, stuff like that. That will make sense for your business. It is important that all of us have in mind all those little 3 points or 4 points, because then you don't want to create a situation where that it becomes a problem when it comes to commissions. And as Frank said, just try to keep all the commissions at the same level, and make sure one thing, guys, that we always have here in Groove is make sure that if your affiliate gets some money back, just make sure you do the payments whenever you promise to do the payments. Okay, so we do have to make sure, take in consideration that if people are actually working for you, you want to make sure that you just send them the money to whatever, every 40 days, 50 days, whatever is the conditions on your program, because you can actually have the control on that end. If you said, hey, commissions are payable every 45 days, um, or every 60 days after the purchase, why should we do that, or why you should do that as well? Even though you're selling a physical product, it could be a t-shirt, or it could be a mug, or whatever it is that you're selling, have in consideration the returns, because you don't want to pay for something and then have returned it, have some customers return it. So just those are the little variables that you have to have very well thought of once you create your affiliate program.
Right. So like John was saying, you could either allow it or disallow or not allow it. So I was starting to type here because I started thinking that could be an incentive. Purchase through your own affiliate link to receive cash back, right? So in other words, you're delaying. If I buy through an affiliate link of my own, and the program that I joined allows that, and they sell, let's say, t-shirts and hoodies, but I love their stuff and they allow that, I'm gonna buy through my own link because I'm gonna get back, a little commission, 30, 45 days later. So it's like a little like cash back program, and you can decide whether you allow that or not. Okay. And that was just an incentive. Or you could do it the opposite, purchasing through your own link is not allowed, right? So
Exactly.
so if this case right now, if I go in here and I log out, there was some things I wanted to show you. So let's just say let's see. I wanted to take one step here. Let's see. there was a part here. Let's see. It doesn't show you in the back office. Let me just put any birthday. It doesn't matter. Let's see if it takes it. So become an affiliate.
Yep, the link will appear there.
So here, right now, the way the app works right now, if someone wants to get paid, they have PayPal, Zelle, Bitcoin, Skrill, Cash App as options. Now, we are going to be adding in pay by check so that people can just request to be paid by check, and then you can mail them a check. And then there'll be probably another option that says other or something like that, so that your affiliates can maybe put in there, some other option. Okay, maybe you're in Europe or something, and they use something totally different, and that you're not familiar with, or whatnot. And people will have another way for somebody to enter another program that's not here. Now, these are just PayPal. We all have heard of PayPal. Zelle is in the U.S. Bitcoin is worldwide. Skrill is in, I think, over 150 countries. Cash App is USA only. So um, in the future, we're going to have pay by check, and then we'll also have a way in the future, probably on the second or third update, where you as an admin can add any program that you want. Like I know in our friends in Canada, I think it's called e-transfer or something like that. It's similar to Zelle and Cash App. You can just put that in the drop down and include that. Okay, so that's more updates going to be coming with that on the next version, so that you can have more ways to get have your affiliates get paid. Now, most people are going to put in their PayPal email. Okay, so let's just use this ad copy. Get paid via PayPal, check, or even now. Of course, this is for five other.
Yeah, whichever
Okay.
you have available on your site, you can actually list it there and
Yeah.
just add a little bit of the details. And as Frank said, it's very important if you do check, of course, you have to keep your ledger on your checks. A lot of affiliate companies in the past that I have been participating as an affiliate, they prefer PayPal because it's the easiest to actually to send the payments. However, you have to take in consideration the fees. When you're dealing with PayPal, you have to think about the fees and how much it's going to cost your affiliate to get that money. So I think I'd rather spend the 42 cents in an envelope and a piece of paper with a mail and a check when you're starting. So if you're starting small, probably a check will be fine. And remember, it will be easier for your accounting purposes. Now, as you grow along, as you become bigger and bigger and bigger, then something easier like PayPal might be the way to go, or Zelle, as Frank said. So, and any refunds? Perfect. I was about to touch there. You kind of read my mind there, Frank, because refunds are just, as I said, they're part of business. They're good and bad, but they are part of something that we all do on a daily basis. So if you're selling something, having consideration that if people get a refund, of course, that commission should not be paid simply because the customer refunded either the product or the service. So that is a normal way to conduct business. It is allowed. It is not frowned upon because it is simple the way that any single business would actually just do business. If somebody orders a service or a product and for some reason within the time frame allowed it, they actually refunded or returned it, then of course it's only normal to have that commission taken back. So that is, as I said, it's part of business, and also you have to be prepared of. So there's a little bit of information that we actually need to provide you guys along with these tips, because those are things that a lot of people might not know. So we have to make sure that you think about it. And so as Frank and I always say, always take notes when you're working on something. Take notes. What will be the pros and the cons of doing something like the affiliate program, for example? Write the positive things that you know that for sure they're gonna work, and maybe the not so good ones, or kind of just the cons of, okay, why should I not have a program? And then you can make a conscious decision. So like, you know what, I'm gonna promote this specific product, and actually I'm gonna offer it as an affiliate incentive, because at some point it's an incentive, because you can use that and not only grow your customer base, but also your loyal following. And as Frank just finished typing out those 4 or 5 points, I'm going to touch on something that we are always interested to find out, which is the interaction with Facebook and TikTok. So, Frank, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just as John was typing, I was just putting in different numbers. This is totally entirely up to what you decide. Now, think about it. Typically, most e-commerce stores have a 30-day refund period from the time the item gets to their house. They have 30 days to say something, right? So if they wait 60 days, most most stores I've seen are not going to refund you anything. You didn't say nothing, So you got to make that clear, and that goes into also, in GrooveKart, we give you forms, but you can go in there with the legal pages and go in and edit as needed. Now, I recommend what I would do if I were you is go to Google, type in, let's say, I don't know, you're in the golf niche or whatever. You could go to Google, type in golf e-commerce affiliate program, and then start looking at a few, and gather some terms that you feel comfortable with that you can relate to your store. So in other words, like some stuff might not apply, and in this case, I'm selling shirts, I'm selling water bottles, mugs, etc. I think 30 days is fine because 30 days after the sale's made, most of my products are coming from the United States. They're coming from Printful. They're coming from T Launch. They're coming from Tscape. 30 days goes by, those people will have already gotten received their products. Okay, so now can you do it a buffer? Let's just say, well, 30 plus 15 days. Hey, that's okay. This is similar to. Let me show you where you could maybe get some ideas. What is it? Is it Groove JV? You can go here
Yeah,
and
great.
look at some of the terms, right? And you could copy some of this, right? You could copy and get inspired by some of the things that are here, and then look at our terms here. If you go down here, we have rules, affiliate terms and conditions. You could mimic some of this, right? Like I can add this right here, like this. I would not add number 3 because they're not going to say scam when it comes to e-commerce, so that won't apply to my store. But I could copy some of that. Like I could say like this. Now that's ugly. It copied over the wrong format. So let's try this. Let's go to.
Yeah, you have to create a document and clean out the formatting and then just bring it in and it will copy normally.
Let's see
As
if it
Frank
works.
does that,
No, it didn't work. Okay.
and
Uh,
once,
Go ahead.
so did he copy, Frank?
Yeah, I didn't take out the. It didn't strip out the. Oh, I know why. Hang on. I think I know why. All right, one second. Go ahead. As you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying as you actually finish up that, once you're done with that, we can probably answer a couple of questions that I have seen the past few minutes coming in. And there's actually two questions that I really would like to address once we're ready because uh, it's important for us to address them. Number one, and number two, that will clarify a lot of the questions that for that person that is asking. It might be the first time that they're joining us, the first, second time I have seen their name, so we can actually help them out to get started with Groove.
Gotcha. All right. So as you can see, I just copied some of this. I'm not going to use this because this doesn't apply to me. I'm selling cat swag. I'm not selling affiliate products. But as you can see, you can go get inspired and then just whatever you decide, make that your part of your rules. So sending spam uh, is prohibited. You could say stuff like that.
Yeah, that's another big no-no in the affiliate world. You don't
Offering
want to
cash
have.
rebates to people who buy through your affiliate link is
Correct.
not allowed, etc. So what are you going to do? You're going to go, I would first of all look at some of the terms here, see what makes sense. Now, are you going to have JV partners selling some cat swag? Probably not. So you're not going to just copy and paste. No, you're going to see what applies to you. Some of this does not apply at all because this is related to digital software as a service. Okay, so it's not going to be as gaming the system. So a lot of this is related to digital marketing, software as a service. It's not going to apply to a store that's selling golf t-shirts and funny, bass fishing shirts, right? So you make it simple. This goes back to what I've learned from Dan Kennedy. You keep it simple. Don't scare the people either and give them 500 different things to look at. They're not going to join. Make it fun, but also include things that make sense, right? So in this case, I could put in here, later on, let's say, give you a perfect example. Let's say you have, a year goes by, you have 55 affiliates, and you have three or four that, man, they're bringing you 100 sales, 200 sales a month. You could feature them on this in this little section and put a little photo, and have them, hey, I'm so glad I joined my Cat Swag affiliate program. I've earned an extra $300 a month every month since I became a customer. And if that's a real testimonial, you put it on there. Okay. So over time, you're going to start having affiliates that actually start making sales with your store. So I would beef this up later and add some of that, add some proof of people that have made money just sharing, the goodness that your store offers. And so always add good designs, always add new products. Don't just rely on one product. I would say keep your store fresh, keep adding more and more items. Now, and then, so like here we did what? Get paid sharing your favorite products with friends and family, and get paid via PayPal, check, or four other ways. Earn commissions on all product sales, excluding any shipping charges. Any refunds will be taken out of commissions owed. Commissions will be paid out 45 days after any sales you refer to account for a to let's see. Uh, Just I probably misspelled that. Sending spam strictly prohibited. Offering cash rebates to people who buy through your affiliate is not allowed. Okay, and so you could go add more and more rules and things like that, bullet points, etc. And but I just noticed one thing. I left out what they're going to get paid. So I would say, did I mention it? I don't think I did.
I don't think you didn't. Yes.
Okay, and I could go here and then make it look different here. Maybe let's see. What's that yellow? FF. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, earn 20% commission on every product on our store. Uh, let's see. And then there's the rules right here. We hit save. Now, if I go back and I go here, let's see. If I refresh this, I think I signed up, but let's see. So there it is. So this is whatever you put here will show up. Let me close this. Will show up here. Now, you could even go as far as you could go here and you could go like this and insert media. You could insert a video. Okay. You can embed a YouTube video. You want to get out your camera, you want to get out your phone and make a video. By all means, I recommend anything you can do to stand apart, to stand out. I highly recommend that. So, again, this is just sample text, sample wording that we might use. But as you can see, whatever I put there will translate on this page. So you want to use this to your advantage and sell them on why they should join your affiliate program. Now, soon, how does a person get to that? Well, let me log out. If I go here and I go there to log in, I will see that it doesn't show up. So what I want to do when I want to click to log in, then I will see that. So what we're going to do in the coming iteration, the coming update, including adding other payment options, what I'm going to have the developers do is and look at that. I just saw that they had a typo there. So what I'm going to have them do is make it so that people can see why they can join your affiliate program ahead of time, and then they can actually join. So that'll be in the next update. I'm thinking in the next, I don't know, by the end of the quarter we'll have that update so that they can actually see the ad copy of your affiliate program without having to make an account. So that if you link to it, they can actually see this information right here, this kind of stuff. They can see it beforehand before they even join. So we'll make that part of the update, as well as including other payment options. And one of the main things what we'll do is we'll add a manual payment option for you as the admin. You'll be able to possibly have something here where you can manually add, okay, I'd like to add Litecoin. I'd like to add Venmo. I'd like to add um, who knows what else is out there. I'd like to add e-transfer, and then you can type it in, and then that'll be an option that your members will see when they come here to sign up. All right. So I'm gonna stop sharing, and then Mr. Garcia, if you're still there.
Of course, I am here. I've been actually listening to
All right.
you
It looks
because
like we're in the same room. Have you noticed
yeah,
that?
yeah. It just yeah. We're by the way, we're not. He's in Chicago. I just decided to kind of match the color that you have, and I found a little trick, and that was part of the stuff that I was doing a few minutes before. That's probably I messed up the settings, but anyways, that's long forgotten. So, guys, as Frank just mentioned, it's a very interesting opportunity for us to share our affiliate program, but we have to do it right. We have to do it pretty much with a lot of honesty, make sure that they get paid. But of course, you have to play fair. So just make sure that whatever rules and conditions you put in there, they are feasible for all your affiliates. And you will see how your sales will grow. And by the way, next week, I'm preparing something for you guys because I know that a lot of people have been waiting for that. I've been reading a lot and actually been interacting a lot with TikTok. So we're going to have a surprise for you guys in how to actually kind of just push your stores in TikTok. I mean, if you have just going to the TikTok bandwagon for the past year, 10 months to a year, you have noticed that a lot has created a force in the way that some companies are actually just interacting with the TikTok platform. So we're going to have a couple of tips and tricks, and also how to actually do an ad if we get approved. So guys, now is somewhere around 4:42 right now. How about if we do a couple of questions and then we
Sure.
move forward to the rest of the training? So I have here a question that really got my attention because it was by Graham Hinton. He said, off subject, but is it possible to have a store where the products come from multiple different dropshipper suppliers and any of the details are individually sent to correct supplier? Actually, you can. At the moment, we do have AliExpress. We have the Ali connectivity. So you can actually have that as the first drop shipper. However, we also do have, I believe let me share my screen really quickly here. So we can show you where it actually goes. And where is it? Give me a second here. I'll be sharing my screen in just a second. Let me see if I can add it to perfect. Awesome. So you have to go here, Mr. Graham. So you can go here and check on your products. Then you go print on demand and drop shipping. And your store will actually handle that. Your store will handle not only drop shipping offers, but also print on demand. So this is ready to go. You can actually have Slingly because you do have that's for drop shipping. Also, the Ali Connect, Dropified, but also you can have T-Launch or Printful. And I believe, Frank, that by the end of the second quarter, by the end of this quarter, actually, we'll have Printify, if I'm correct. So that's one of the exciting news that we'll have for you guys in store, because Printify is going to become part of the Groove family as well. So that's very interesting. So Graham, it is feasible. You can actually do that. All you got to do is learn more, kind of just connect and follow instructions. They're very easy to follow. And then once you have your product set up, that will work independently for every single dropshipping company and every single print-on-demand company as well. So
And
it is possible.
I'd also like to add, if you need it, if you have a specific supplier you're working with and they don't have, let's say, any kind of place that you can connect through GrooveKart, like they're not in the GrooveKart app, they're not Shine On, they're not T Launch, etc. Not Shine On, excuse me, they're not T Launch or Printful. What you can do also, if you need to, let's say they work off a spreadsheet. You can create a Zap using
Yeah.
Zapier, and you can actually create a Zap. We actually have connectivity through Zap for GrooveKart, and you can create a Zap, which I actually just did it last week for someone that needed help, and I did it as a test, and it worked. It sent my order to that spreadsheet, and then that spreadsheet you can share it with your supplier, and they can get your orders, the the quantity, the address, the phone number, and they can put on there, hey, they shipped it. Here's the tracking, and then you can go in there and check it and update, your orders that way as well, if you need to through Zapier.
Perfect. And so let's just move along with the second question. Frank Bodie says, can you please show how to mass deselect all the countries in the international shipping? And let me just show it because it's fun. It's fun that it's still these questions come about, but it's important because a lot of us have, challenges here within the app. So let me just do that. Here, we're going to go here to international. In international, most of the time, all the actual cities or countries will be selected. So it's actually very simple, Frank. All that you're going to do is just go to international, go to the countries. As you can see here, all my countries are selected. Very few are just unselected. So all that you're going to do is go here into countries, go to the bottom of the page, and then you click actions. And let me just, of course, my phone just decided to ring right now. My apologies. I mean, what else can go wrong today? So let me just remove this because you cannot see if I have the question here. Right here at the bottom, in actions, you select all or you unselect all. So if you unselect all, and let me just select all, then you can deactivate them right here. Enable selection or disable selection. So all the selector on the bottom will be the ones that you need. So select all, then enable the selection or disable the selection, and all the countries will be selected or deselected. Now, one of the things that is important if you want to see this happening with all the countries, you notice here that you have only 50 names at a time. So you can just click there and then just select the 300 because you have 244 results. So you see that happening at once. So let's just do that for now. Let's just actions. Let's just select all countries. And I'm going to just disable the selections. So you see what happens is, well, the system thinks these check marks are going to be gone in just a moment. That means that all the countries have been deselected. You see, all the countries have been deselected. Now, let's say you want to only activate a few countries. Since you're working on this list, all that you have to do is select the countries that you want by clicking on the X. For example, I'm going to sell in South America, for example. I'm going to sell in Colombia. Let me just take a look at my country here. Colombia, right here. So I'm going to check, and boom. Once I click, rather, the X, it's going to show as enabled. So then you can just, in one shot, select the countries that you want to have for your shipping. So let's take a look at Colombia here again. I think I just passed it. A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh my God, I just, right here. Colombia, right here, it should be right at the top. As you can see, it has a check mark. So that is how you can actually select and unselect pretty much all the countries for international shipping. So Frank, that is your question right there. Now let's take a look at the next question. I believe is this one. Johnny Voigt asks, hey, fellow Texan, what is the largest image that I can upload? I am a nature and landscape photographer, and I plan to move all my selling to Groove. But I got an error saying that the file was too large at 10 megabytes. I believe for the image, I believe it was 5 megabytes, if I'm correct, Frank, or maybe a little bit larger.
I think it is 5. Now, what I recommend, I know as a photographer you want to keep the best quality image, but when it comes to e-commerce, that also will cut into the load time of your stores. So I recommend, if you're gonna, let's say you sell something related to your photography, I recommend optimizing them first, and then maximum I would say would be 1920 wide by 1080, I believe, and whatever that comes out to be, let that be your the base that you go off of. So let's say as a photographer, I know those images are probably beautiful and robust and crisp and clear, but I would say if you're going to sell copies of them or sell them on certain things. However, it is you're selling them, resize them to be no more than 1920 by 1080 large, and then optimize it so that it brings that size down. Because if not, your stores are going to load a lot slower, having humongous stores.
Images. And not only that, but you have to also
Yeah. So
understand,
please,
depending on how you are going to sell those images. Are you selling the image, or are you selling products with the images? Are you doing t-shirts? Are you doing mugs? Are you doing canvases? So
he
all that
says,
stuff also depends, because he's uploading the picture. So is the picture to sell, to be used online, let's say on somebody else's website, or how I think it will be in the context of how you're selling your images, that'll be the most important part, here.
he said he has the high res files offsite, so they're going to be prints.
Yeah, so
So
I'm
yeah,
probably prints.
if you want them to see the what the image looks like and things like that, just I would say don't have them bigger than 1920 by 1080, and then optimize them so that they can preview. I understand if the image is 1920, they'll be able to see it as big as possible, but keep it under 1920 1080, and then optimize the image. There's free services you can go. I like using easygift.com, I believe. Now, when you do upload images to GrooveKart, everything on the product page is optimized when it is uploaded, and it's converted into a WebP file, actually. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, if you try to download images from your product pages, they download as a WebP
As a WebP.
format, even
Mhm.
though you upload them as a PNG in the beginning. And that's why, that's because GrooveKart optimizes the images. So I recommend, though, taking it, especially if you're taking the time of selling prints, something real high quality, Johnny, optimize them and then upload those optimized images to your product pages.
And one tip here that I always give anybody that actually selling any sort of images: watermark your images that you put in the website. Why? Because a lot of people can actually just use that and just do some file editing, and then they can use your photography for their own interest. So you want to make sure that you watermark them, put them on let's say in this case in GrooveKart, and then when you're selling the prints, of course, that will not be watermarked, but it's always to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully you're gonna follow that. And I think we have one last question here. I believe we have one or two more. Facebook user says, I want to create a custom tweet box that includes base items in every box, and the customer can select 4 or 5 additional items that vary. Is this possible, or should I set up several different boxes in products? Actually, it is possible in GrooveKart. You can actually have your variants. You can name it product 1 or 2, and let's see, Frank, do we can we just do one sample here? Do you think? Yeah, we have enough
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
right?
share your
Perfect.
screen. Do a
Let's
sample
do
for
it.
the treat box.
So for Facebook user, and by the way, Facebook user, don't forget, let me just show you something here that you might need useful. So go into here, StreamYard.com/Facebook, so we can see who you are, so we can address you better in the actual comment section here. So let me just show my screen now, and let me just highlight the question once again, so we can show you the process. So this is the question, guys. And while I open this up, I'm going to create a new product. So we're going to go here to my products, and I'm using the same store here, and we're going to delete it probably soon. So let's just do that. So she said, or he said, that he has a product with 5 different items. So let me just set a product really quickly here. And Frank, please remind me of deleting that product once we're done. So let's see, we're gonna set this is the tweet box number 1. So you have standard product, you have your tags. Let's say we're gonna select home as a category. We're gonna click next. Oop, select the default category. So let's just do hey, best deals. Select best deals, then just save and next. Since we don't have an image, I'm going to skip that for a moment because I will show you the example of where to create the price and variance. And right here is where you're going to be. So in your variants, you can have variant type, for example, product 1, and you can actually have radio buttons and set the variance. So let's say your product 1 is TV set, and with a comma, the other product is a a radio. The other variant can be a perfume. The other variant can be uh, whichever, let's see, another item, let's see, a car. Now this is product one. Now another variant, product two, radio buttons. Values can be, on this one, it will not be the same products because it's safe to assume you want to have a more selection. So in this case, a bike, a plane, a boat, or let's just put another one. Let's just put a Harley Davidson. Probably misspelled that, but I'll just leave it a Harley. Boom. We're gonna click generate, and what is gonna happen now is every single product that it has a base, you will have the option to add these options to it. So let's just make sure that the product data set is loaded. Now the variants are right here. So do you see all these variants are going to appear in your product? Of course, we don't have pictures, but you will have the images for each product that you want as a variant. So now let's just move along here on this. We're going to have the product layout 2. Save. Have in mind that I didn't add any description, any base products, anything like that, because the whole idea was to show you how you can add the extra products for selection. So then settings update. Now let's just go finish here. And we will see the product in just a second. Now we're going to click preview product. We're going to display the product on the website. And we are going to click preview. And of course, you have the 3 box here, right? So this is the image of your product. I didn't have any images to show you, but you see, let's say this is your information here on the page. And here is the option for product 1. So on top of the products that you have in your main description, in the product 1, you can select a radio. And in the product 2, you can select a boat. In your product 4, you have 3 and 4, you have different options. So they make the selection here. And when they complete their selections, they use add to cart. And you will see that they will have the 3 box. And let me just see how the product shows. Let's just go here. Let me just do that. Let me just continue really quickly. You see product 1, radio, product 2, boat. And of course, it will include the information on the 3 box number 1. So it is possible you can add that selection and you can add as many products as you want. And you can have them in the variants, in the product variants right here. So don't forget to just adjust them as you need it. Product variants here, and then you can add the price per product or per variant if it's a free product, or if you have an upsell price on that, you can actually add that there as well. So depending on the product they select, it will increase or decrease the price. So this is the way to go, Mr. Facebook or Mrs. Facebook user. So you can do that there under your variants in the product. So now let's just go to one last question here. Let me just bring this back. And I believe, Mr. Salinas, somebody's calling us out about this one, the 12-minute GrooveKart setup.
So I'll go first. So with that being said, I hear you. I hear you, Coach Ryan. Something happened with GroovePay recently, a while back. So basically, our developers have been working on GroovePay on the back end with that. So it's set back some of our delay. It's created some delays with our builder as well as product simplification. It is coming, but with that being said, it's been delayed by a couple of weeks. But I haven't given up. My goal is to get actually a 15-minute setup for all GrooveKart users eventually. What does that mean? What it's going to entail is you connecting your domain, you uploading your logo, you picking your colors of your store, you updating the builder, and then you creating one product. That's what the 15-minute setup is going to entail. So it's something we haven't given up on. It's something that is coming. The next update, big update that will be coming, will be the new builder. That is coming after all updates have been made with GroovePay. And let's see,
Yeah,
the GrooveKart editor. Yeah, same
actually,
thing.
Dwight. Actually, I'm so glad that you mentioned because Dwight was the very next question, and yes, we're working out really hard on that, guys. There's a lot of changes because we have Printify coming. We just released the affiliate. We just released the actual recurring charges. So we've been working really hard to deliver what we promised. And part of what our promise was not only the 15 minutes uh, cart launch, but also the GrooveKart editor. So Frank had a meeting with a couple of people in the team. It's going on, is moving forward, but we had a little bit of a delay in the situation with GroovePay, but we're gonna get it done soon.
The new builder, I should say, that is going to aid in getting helping people get set up faster because the way the new editor works is you'll be able to go in there, choose a color palette, use the default fonts if you want to right out the gate, and then get up and go. And then later, if you want to change themes and things like that. What else do we got here?
That's it. Actually, Michael Quinn has a question here. Can I build a store that is linked to a membership area? That is actually a very good question. And you can link your store to a membership from the inside of, let's say, GrooveMember. You can link the product, but I will be kind of just stretching the truth by saying that you can actually have an embedded store or something like that. But this is an interesting topic for us to actually focus on and see how we can interact better with a membership to a store in GrooveKart. So the moment is you can perhaps add a button for a product using your embed code in GrooveKart into maybe a membership or maybe a Groove Pages. But at the moment, you cannot like 100% just build the store that you have it inside your membership, if that's what you're asking.
What we are going to have this quarter is based on the meeting I had with our lead developer. We will have coming by the end of the quarter the ability for you to set your store to private if you need to, and then only give access to people through email and password. So let's just say right now, actually, I'll share my screen and I'll show you. Right now, what's going to be done? It's going to be modified so that people can have. I'm going to share my screen real quick. So let's just say we go into here and we go into orders and we go to customers. We might not have customers here, but let's see. So these are all these, test customers, right? So, but let's just say we go here and to edit this customer, and this is an active account. Well, in this customer field, what we're going to add is the ability to make it so that one customer or only specific customers can access the store. So you'll be able to create a profile for a person and then give them access. I've had a few people ask for this, and the reason why is because they sell only to other companies. So they want to showcase the products they sell, but they don't want the public to access it. They just want other companies that buy from them. I guess they sell business to business type stuff, and they just want their I guess they're wholesalers or something to that effect, and they want only high level clients where they can give them access to see their catalog, and they don't want the public to see it. So that's what's going to come is you'll be able to create a customer profile and then give them log in, use their email, create a password for them, and then your store will be only visible to those who have access to your store via something like this to where you can toggle on and off access, I should say. Give you a perfect example. One of our members, I guess, has a large database of customers that buy from him. He creates, I forgot what kind of product. And so when that relationship ends or whatnot, or they're just taking a look, he can give them access. And then when they're done paying or they stop paying monthly, then he can turn off that access and then they no longer can see the store. So that's similar to what I believe you're talking about. And I'll go ahead and stop sharing. So, yeah. So with that being said, upload custom fonts. I know in the new builder there are more fonts. I know that. I think they're all Google fonts, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and remember, guys, although the interesting standard is just go with Google Fonts, to get all those funds, you have to have certain permissions and certain things that our team is trying to work to get as many as possible we can. But then again, we cannot say that you can upload your own fonts. That's one of the things that it's hard for us to kind of address because it goes with the development of the of GrooveKart as a platform, and also with Groove. I mean, we haven't have the option to upload your own fonts because there's certain functionality that is needed to be prepared before you can upload your own fonts. So, but it will be probably most likely Google Fonts, but more options will be available soon. So now, Frank, with that said, my friend, let's talk about Printify. I know that we're trying to give more options, and I know that it's really in the pike. And have you heard anything from
Well, I know
the guys?
it was supposed to be third quarter, but we had some persuasion. We had one of our co-founders asked about it, and hey, it'd be great if we had Printify sooner than later. So we moved it up because Mike Filsame was asking about it, and we're adding it. We're adding it in sooner. And the good thing is Printify has actually they make it easier for people to tap into their API and their documentation and all the stuff that I don't know nothing about. So they make it easier. So we're starting that development already. They started on it this week actually. So hopefully we have good news for you by the end of the quarter for Printify.
Nice. That'll be great because the more options we have, the more possibilities you guys have to actually do more stores. So right now it's 5:07, guys. We do not have another question, and it's closer to the hour. So, guys, how about if we do a little raffle now? How's
Yeah,
that?
if you want to win a Groovezilla, type in your name. Just put your name down there. I don't know if you've been keeping track, John Garcia. We didn't have too many people put their name.
Of course we have. We actually,
Okay.
I've been. Hold on, let me just share that with us here. So yes, we do have the list. We have 16 names right now. So I am going to add Christian right now. Christian Tamilius. Hey, Christian, how are you? So I'm going to add Christian, and I'm going to just count another minute. So it's 5:07 by 5:08. So you have 1 minute, guys. Jody, you already there? I'm going to add Luis Aparicio, Christian,
Luis,
Christian.
I saw Luis's question. You can go into the builder and click on pages, and then there's a section that says product page, and we actually give you a few product page templates that you can start working with, and you can edit the look and feel there.
I'm going to add Dan Haley.
If you want a chance to win a Groovezilla, go ahead and comment with your name right there, and John Garcia will add you.
Yeah,
And
we're adding people live, and it will happen live, guys. You will not have to wait another week, nothing like that. The system will pick a name, and just like I believe it was 3 weeks ago, we raffled a domain for, I believe it was coolrugs.com. Somebody is making a store with that domain. So today it was a turn for a Groovezilla, so you can get a Groovezilla within the next couple of I should say weeks, depending on where you're in the world, because they take a long time. I mean, we just shipped out I believe it was 10 or 15 to Groove Asia to some people. So it's been this guy's been around the world. And the only thing that I will demand, guys, if whoever wins this guy had to send us a picture once you get the
you
Groovezilla,
gotta show off
having
Groovezilla.
having exactly, you gotta show the brand. We gotta make sure that Groovezilla takes over the world. We have a private channel in the company, and we share Groovezilla doing crazy stuff like flying planes in the cruise ship. We had an event I sent a couple of days ago. Went to Frank Salinas, one of my Groovezillas, driving one of my daughter's Barbie Corvette. So it was pretty cool. So whoever wins this Groovezilla has to share a brand, has to share our branding, of course, with this guy. Send us a picture and possibly post it in your Facebook. So it will be great. So I'm gonna just add the last name. So right now it's 509. So no other names will be admitted right now. The last
Okay, did you
name,
get James Brown?
I'm actually putting James Brown right now.
Okay, and I think you got Rick already.
Yeah, Rick has been there. James Brown. Brown. I go down. Malal Hala. Malal Hala. Hello, I'm sorry. And James Brown, Rick, Luis Aparicio. Yep. So we are going to make sure. Let me just. We have Rick. We have Dwight Perry. We have Delightful Infusion, Ryan Jakarta, Graham Hinton, Yaya Mills, Eric Strickland, Fran Bodie, Jay Star Jody, Andy CFO, Johnny Voigt, Alejandro Rico, Bob Sapp, Michael Quinn, Mohammed Patel, Christian Tamilius, Luis Aparicio, Dan Halley, James Brown, Malala Hallow. And we're going to just pull it through right now. So we're going to do it. We're going to pick a random name. Let me just copy these names for our list here to make sure that everybody's here and make it right. So, yep, we do have the names now. And let's just pick around the name right now. So it's just picking the name. So let's see. Let's see who wins. Let's see. The name
Whoa.
that it was Mr. Johnny Voigt. I believe Johnny's in Texas, right?
I believe so. Did Johnny win the domain or no? Was that somebody
No,
else?
no, it was actually, I'm trying to remember, it was somebody else that won the
Oh,
domain
okay.
name.
That's
So
a cool little
Johnny Voigt.
program.
So Johnny, do me a favor, just send us an email to support@groovedigital.com with your address. We don't want you to put your address here publicly. So send us an email there. And I think my image just froze again. Yes,
Oh, you're good.
it has a
Oh, yeah.
little delay. It has a little delay right now. So, yep, you will definitely want to send us an email to support@groovedigital.com and make sure that you add your address. So, yeah, you can see you caught me with my eyes closed right there. So it's been delayed here, probably running really slow in my computer.
Yeah, you do
So
look delayed. No problem.
perfect.
So
So
I
go for it, sir.
congratulations, Johnny.
Mr. Johnny Voigt, don't forget I'm gonna paste the email the address here, support at groovedigital.com. And so you will see as soon as you will get your email address and your address, of course, we will make sure that you get. Let me just turn this off. Let me remove it from here. Now probably can you see? I'm still delayed, aren't I?
Yeah, you're still delayed. I'm going to cover one last question I saw from Luis. Not the product page. I mean the front page when product is listed. Maybe I'm not explaining. So I think what you mean is the home page. Maybe. What I like to do is just show you. Let me just share my screen, and I'll show you what I believe you're talking about, and then you can tell me. I know we've been here for a while, but let me just show you. If I go into the builder and I click on, let's just say I'm at the home page, and then I click on builder. And this takes me to the visual builder, which is getting a facelift as far as ease of use and having people be able to modify their stores on the fly. This is the home page. Okay, so if you go here to click on pages and then you click here where it says pages, this is the actual home page. This, what I was talking about earlier, was the product page. Okay, but if you click this little arrow back and click on home page, this is where you would click and change this. Now, what do you have here? Well, you could have, if you go to blocks, we have all sorts of stuff here where you could find some sample blocks that you like and add them to your store just like that. And you can literally just add all sorts of stuff to your store by dragging and dropping. Let me put it like that. Okay, you could add a headline, you could put a supercell. I mean, so these are given to you by default in the section here under blocks. Let me just delete this. But look, we have footers, we have scarcity blocks, we have alert bars. Okay, we have templates like if you're selling baby stuff. We got phone case stuff. These are all just templates that you can use to get inspired like this. Here's like a good product layout. And then of course you change it to match your store, whatever it is you're selling. Okay, but this gives you a good little idea of layouts and looks to work with. So I go back, I can delete this, and then I could go back. There's other stuff like nutrition, one product. This one's kind of cool because if you're working on uh, showcasing and focusing on specific items, like a one product store, this is cool because then you can go in here edit everything you need to, but it has the formatting that you might like, that you might want to use on your store. So with that being said, let me just go ahead and stop sharing. And yeah, so hopefully y'all could see my screen when I did that. Maybe you didn't. Let's see. Not showing the screen. Okay, let me share my screen again. 1 second. My bad. I should have looked at my phone. Okay, so now let me add to the stream. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. So if we go in here and go to the builder, this is what I mean. So here under pages, this was what I was getting at earlier. And so in the builder, if you click here under pages, this is the home page. If this is what I was talking about earlier, when I thought, Luis, you were talking about the product page. But if not, this is the home page where you can change the look and feel of your store. And what I was showing you earlier was we have some pre-designed blocks that you can use for inspiration, okay? And you can add to your store and then edit as needed, okay? These give you an idea of what you can do to improve the look of your store. So like if I wanted to add some sections here, I could go in here and let's say I want to use this one. I drag it in there and then now I can edit as needed, change the photo, go in here to settings, right? And edit as needed, change what the words say here, and then change what the words say here. But it gives me ideas to work with. And all I got to do is click on blocks. Then we have this one product template idea here. If I wanted to sell one specific item, I can drag that in and then reword everything as I need to fit my product. But it has the format that I might like, right? To save me time because I'm a marketer. I'm not too good of a designer. So I'm going to use what they've built for me, change out these images, change out the titles, change out the description. And now I have something I can work with based on me liking that format, that style. And again, there's sports stuff here. There's T Perfect. There's electronic stuff. There's all sorts of predetermined, pre-designed blocks, I should say, that you can use to edit the look and feel of your store. Now, there's also this. Now, you can go into, let me just undo everything I did earlier, but let me show you something here. If I go to, actually, I'm going to refresh this. I can go here and then I can click on this little hamburger menu and I go to themes and we have some basic themes that we released a few weeks ago actually. So you can go in here and let's just say I want to use the Groove decor. Well, I can load this theme and I'm going to save this one right now. I'm just going to say what's today? Today is April
April
19th.
19th. Yeah.
A day before my birthday. I turn oh, let's can we give away one more Groovezilla? Can
Uh,
can I approve that? Can you approve that?
sure. Why not?
Let's do a contest. How old do you think I turn tomorrow? I my birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Well, I
So
didn't want to call it out because
yeah,
just
let's
and if we're gonna do a contest, I know I will win, but it's okay. I will not share your
yeah,
secret, friend.
you can't participate. So let's do this, guys. So here, real quick, if you wanted to change the look and get a jump start on having something really beautiful out the gate that you can just come in here and edit these images to match your own, change the wording to match your store, etc. Then we have these three themes under basic themes. We have the Groove Decor Light, Groove Elegant, Groove Fresh, Groove Shred. And then of course you can always put it back. As you can see when I was talking, I can reload this theme and put it back what I had just a second ago so that we don't mess up the work John Garcia and myself have done on my cat swag. But hopefully that answered your question, Luis. Never feel like you're going to break something on your store. What I recommend people to do is let's say you have something built out, but you maybe want to trade, you know, change it up and try something different. Then you go into themes and you save the theme. So again, I could say April 19th theme, right? And then I just save it. And so now whatever changes I've made to this is there. I don't have to worry about it. And then now I can go load this other stuff and play around with those changes. So I'm gonna stop sharing real quick.
I was looking at the comments, Frank, and
Oh, come
man,
on,
34, 32,
Christian.
37.
We're gonna have a problem, Christian. We're gonna have a problem right there. All right, let's see. Let's see who the first person is, and let's see. Oh, somebody. Let me just answer that. Somebody asked about Shine On. I mentioned this before. Eric, you can tell complain to Eric in the Shine On group if you want to. He told me after meeting with his leadership that they want to focus on building out their platform. I like Eric. He's a great guy. I actually had a beer with him and things like that. And at GrooveCon, he knows our co-founders. He's a great guy. I totally respect his decision. He- Based on the leadership meetings that he had, his leadership wants to focus on building out the platform. So at this time, we're not integrating with Shine On. So now, if you have Slingly, if you're upgraded at Slingly, they do have some of some of Shine On's products are in there. Okay. Now, if you want to work around, here's the workaround. If you still want to use GrooveKart and Shine On, go make your products inside of the Shine On platform and then manually build them out on a GrooveKart and manually fulfill them if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
you can use
I
probably
mean,
Zapier.
there,
I think China might have some sort of Zapier
maybe
connection that you
you
can
could
actually
maybe check.
use, and I think you can explore that. Unfortunately, yes, as Frank mentioned, great team, great people, but unfortunately, some companies will have made those decisions, and that is completely out of our control. So it is
Yeah,
unfortunate, but we still love them. We still respect them because there's a great company. They always have their doors open here in Groove, and I know we will always have the doors open for us to participate with China. But unfortunately, that's something that at this moment cannot happen. But we'll find ways around it for you guys to actually succeed with Groove. So all
yeah,
right,
and
so
so
go
I
for it.
don't. No one's guessed it right. I
No
have
one
a
guessed
product.
it. I'm like I was so eager to just like
So
uh
my how old will I turn tomorrow or at midnight? So let's see. Uh, Eric says 36. Rick, Eric, thank you by the way. No, Yogi says 28. And Yogi's probably joking around with me here. Christian, I got a problem with you. You said I'm 47. I'm not gonna be 47. So no one said it.
JJ says 29 and holding. I mean,
Yeah,
you look that young, my friend. I
yeah,
think we
yeah.
look younger. I mean, funny enough, we were both the same age, right, Frank?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. Let's
yeah,
see.
because I'm gonna say it since nobody guessed it. Frank Salinas is gonna be. Oh my God! Actually,
Yogi got it.
somebody got it. Joggy got it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yogi got it.
Joggy, we might need your address because
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
Frank Salinas tomorrow turns 45.
yeah.
So happy birthday, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I'll be 45 tomorrow. So
Have
I
fun
don't
with your
feel
kids out
45.
there.
That's good.
No, man. I mean, as I said, I'm your age. I'm turning 45 this year as well, and I'm not gonna say my date of birth, but yes, 45 as well, and in December. So there you go, Yogi. So I need you to send me your email address. I mean, your address to support@groovedigital.com, so we can actually just send you that GrooveSell, yes.
Yeah, and some people make jokes like, "Oh wow, your birthday is so cool. It's on 420." I I get why some people get excited, but I'm not one of those people that get excited about that day. So
The
as far as the
420.
number, I should say, I don't.
Yeah, we
It is
didn't
my
mean
birthday
anything by
though.
that. So
Yeah, yeah.
just have a
So
great 420.
yeah, yeah. So with that being said, by the way, what I want to do, what I plan to do when we get the builder and the product simplification, and when we can get, by the way, I don't know if you've looked at your stores. Our stores are much faster than they were 6 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 90 days ago, 120 days ago. Everyone's stores across the board with GrooveKart are loading a lot faster because that's been one of the focuses of our development team is to constantly work on making everyone's store load faster. So if you haven't noticed, I just did this the other day. I There's a certain store that I snoop on because I know they do really good numbers. I tested their store against one of our stores, and our stores beat them by almost a whole second. So their store loaded at 2.7 seconds, which is really slow actually, and ours loaded at 1.63 seconds. And I tested it on GT metrics and pinged them. So, and not saying that everyone's store is going to be fast, because you might have humongous images on your homepage
Right.
causing it to load slow. So remember what I mentioned before: when you're setting up products, optimize all those images. Now, if it's a product image, it's going to get optimized, but I like to optimize them even more using some of these services, just so I know when I uploaded it, it was already lightweight. So that's just me. It's one extra step I take to make to make sure my stores load fast. And also, here's another thing: every little thing that you add, every little scarcity feature that you add, every social proof, if you turn on the social proof app, that affects speed a little bit. If you put on there, 17 people have this in their cart right now, or 53 people are looking at this product with you, if you have that feature on your product page, all of that affects your load time. So think about that too. Sometimes the easiest way to get a better conversion is to just make sure your store loads a lot faster and not have all the timer stuff. I do like the timers and the scarcity, but I've started to just put them on the product page, not on the I'm sorry, on the checkout page, not on the product page, because to me, I want that product page to load when they've gotten to the checkout. They've already decided I'm buying this, so that's where I put my little scarcity stuff.
Right. And remember, guys, functionality versus simplicity. It all depends your market. It all depends on your niche. If you need it, you can use them. But if you don't, it's actually better because it will load faster. So the pages will respond faster. And also having consideration mobile performance and tablet performance. So all those are the details. And we're going to have more details on that's coming up in the next episodes. So we're going to keep doing this on Tuesdays, guys. We had it on Thursdays, but now we move it to Tuesdays. There's a little bit of conflict in the calendars because we're going to be offering a lot of stuff, and we're going to be adding more programming to the whole Groove TV situation. So stay tuned every Tuesday from 4 to 5:35, depending on the date and what we're doing that day. So I think that we can call it a day, my friend. So thank you guys for being here today, Mr. Johnny and Mr. Let me just get
Yogi,
the name. Jogi, and is it Jogi Patel? Yes, Jogi Patel and Mr. Johnny. Please do send us the messages to the email address I mentioned, so we can get your GrooveSellers out of the way, so you can get them. And both of you will have to send us a picture. Maybe put it in the comments on this recording. So awesome, guys. Frank, again, thank you, my friend. I know you were running this morning, and I was ready to do this by myself. And thank God you were here, because I would have myself a technical problem in my hands, and it will be a delayed. But thank you, my friend. Happy birthday. I know you're going to be celebrating tomorrow with your kids. So have fun.
yeah,
And well, you're a year older, my friend, but also a
yeah,
year wiser. So,
yeah. Hey, I tell my kids I'm getting younger and better looking. So
well, I
I'm
doubt the
turning.
better looking part, but maybe younger, yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next training, and keep on grooving.
All right. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye,
All right.
Frank.
Bye bye.
Talk to you later.